For the first time in the history of West Indies cricket, the female cricket team traveled first class to Australia. Also, each player is having their own hotel room. Congratulations to Dr. Shallow and the CWI administration. I know Dr. Shallow is terrified of coming on the cricket forum, but when he does something good, we are mature enough to congratulate him. So congratulations for this wonderful step in the right direction when it comes to the transportation and accommodation of the ladies. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. This is the Cricket Forum. The West Indies goes into the third match of their T20 International Series against Australia with the series tied 1-1, much to the surprise of the cricketing world, including myself. To be fair, to be honest, many persons in the cricketing world believe that this would have been a 6-0. I myself included. I had hoped that we would have been competitive and do not embarrass ourselves. But Australia have been a top team in female cricket. They are the #1 ranked team in female cricket. And we have seen where England beat us 8-0 earlier this year. New Zealand also had a comprehensive win. But there was so much joy on Monday morning when we were able to chase down that record-breaking total and level the series. Now we are on to the decider at the Allrounder Oval in Brisbane, Australia. I expect that West Indies will make one change to their team and will also shuffle the batting order. I would ask Zayda James to open in place of Shabika Gajnabi. Not that Zayda James have impressed me, but based on the squad that is there, I will go with her. Gajnabi, who have played 30 matches for the West Indies, she averages 9.65 with a strike rate of 70.25. In those 30 matches also, she have only got 3 wickets at an average of 52.66 on economy of 8.10 and a strike rate of 39. One has to wonder, and this is probably needs some clarification from Cricket West Indies. Why has Shabika Gajnabi played 30 matches for the West Indies? Is it that the talent in the West Indies is so dirt poor that we have to be going with these players? In the 2 matches that she has played in Australia so far, she has scored 1 run from facing 12 deliveries. At no time has she inspired confidence at the crease. I would have said it before that in the first match, when she got out, I was very happy because I did not want her to embarrass herself because she was getting nowhere near the deliveries. So I would have replaced Gajnabi. I would have replaced Gajnabi with Zayda James. Not that Zayda James' record is a lot more impressive, because when you look at Zayda James' record, she has played 9 matches for the West Indies. She has batted on 3 occasions. Her average too is a mere 11.50 with a strike rate that is less than Gajnabi. Mark you, she's not yet 20, and it appears that West Indies is investing in Zayda James. But are these the numbers that you are looking forward, you are looking to invest in a player with? In the CPL, we saw, playing for the Trinbago Knight Riders, Zayda James averaged 2.33 with the bat. her strike rate of 25.92 with the bat. So although I would have selected her to open tomorrow morning, it's not that it would inspire confidence in me. So the 11 that I'm going with tomorrow morning is Hayley Matthews to open with Zayda James. Most of the 11 remain the same, but Ashmin Munasar, the under-19 World Cup captain and all-rounder out of Guyanese, I would put her in to replace Ghaznavi, and she will bat where Zayda James were selected to bat in the previous two matches. So that's the 11 that I would have selected for the West Indies tomorrow morning. Now, we won that second match largely to the brilliance of our captain, Hayley Matthews, and the support given by the former captain and senior batswoman, Stephanie Taylor. We have lost 3 wickets so far in both innings that the West Indies have batted, and the batting have not passed that. I want to see what the batting has in store, because since 2015, when Hayley Matthews came on the scene, we have not produced a quality female cricketer since then. A world-class female cricketer since then. Rashada Williams have shown some quality on occasions. Natasha McLean have also shown that she's quite aggressive. Chanel Henry, Alia Alain have both shown some promise. Shamika McConnell, but we have not produced that world-class cricketer since Hayley Matthews burst on the scene in 2015. So it would be very interesting if Matthews should out early and Stephanie Taylor should out early, how the West Indies batting will fare. However, my biggest concern so far, though, is our bowling. We have seen in the 2 matches played so far, 6 of the 8 Australian wickets that have fallen. There was a 9th one, but it was to run out. 6 of those 8 wickets have gone to Matthews, who have taken 4, and Henry, who have taken 2. Between those 2 players, with Matthews averaging 13.25, 26.5. Both are the only West Indies bowlers with an economy under 10. Both economies are 8.83. Incidentally, both of them have the same economy. So Matthews with 4 wickets and Henry with 2 have gotten 6 of those wickets. Matthews is averaging 13.25 per wicket and Chanel Henry 26.5. And they are the only 2 bowlers. The other 2 wickets that have fallen in the series so far have gone to Shamila Connell. But both her and Ashley Fletcher are going for more than 10 runs per over. 10.5 to be exact. The other 3 bowlers that the West Indies have used is Charisma Ramarak, who is going for 11.5 runs per over, Alia Alain, who is going for 12.1 runs per over, and Zayda James. So much has been invested in Zayda James, and I wish the young lady well, and I hope the investment will pay off. But she's going at 16.28 runs per over. And having played 9 matches for the West Indies, Zayda James has yet to get a wicket playing T20 internationals for the West Indies. So the bowling is my biggest concern for tomorrow match. I hope somehow the bowlers will come to the party. And if Australia bat first, we will not have a big total to defend. And if we bat first, the bowlers will come, not depending on Henry and Matthews alone, but the other bowlers like Ramarak and Fletcher, those 2 experienced bowlers, will come to the party and defend whatsoever West Indies make. Now, looking at the Australian team, I expect that the Australian will make one change. For although Phoebe Litchfield made that world record 50 from 18 deliveries, to be the joint record holder for the fastest 50 in women T20 internationals with Sophie, is it Sophie Devine? I think it is Sophie Devine. I think Grace Harris will come back into the team to replace Phoebe Litchfield. But it is good for Australia that they can have someone like Phoebe Litchfield in the wings waiting. This is a powerful team. And I do not I expect Australia to come back out tomorrow morning very aggressive. The match will start at 3:05 in Jamaica and 4:05 in the Eastern Caribbean. It will play at the Allrounder field in Brisbane, Australia. It is expected that it will be partly cloudy at somewhere around 22 degrees Celsius. So you may see the West Indies players wearing sweaters because 22 degrees, although it's a nice cool weather, we in the Caribbean, once it drops in those regions, we tend to feel a little chilly. The precipitation will be zero, and there'll be a mild wind of just about 8 kilometers per hour blowing across the ground. Now, in our pre-match interview before the third match, Hayley Matthews spoke to the media. I was trying to having challenges up. She said is that from day one, we had no fear of the Australians and we were going to play fearless cricket. We were going to play fearless cricket. That's what's part of the interview. The next part of the interview that she addressed, and this is something that I spoke about during the live watch along. Just a minute. Sorry. This was something that I spoke about during the live watch along on Monday morning, that they were bowling too much outside of Hayley's matches off stump. Now, one person asked me who I'm bringing to win the match. Of course, I'm bringing West Indies to win the match. But foremost, I'm an analyst, and I have to give balanced analysis. Now, she was asked that question if she thinks the Australian feather too much outside the off stump. And her reply was that there are a number of deliveries that were on the stump, and I gave myself room and still got it over the offside. And I know that the Australian would have spent many, many hours watching back those videos, and maybe tomorrow they are going to come and try to bowl a little straighter. But I've been working very hard, and I'll be able to access other parts of the ground if they change their plan. So Hayley Matthews, those were two of the things that she said in that audio interview that was released by Cricket West Indies. We wish the team well. We hope that they win tomorrow. But remember, Australia is the #1 women cricket team in the world for a very, very, very long time. I can't remember how many years back, maybe from 2017. They have been playing good cricket. They have not lost an Ashes series since. They have not lost a World Cup since. This is a very strong team. And this West Indies team is probably 4 or 5 players short of a really good team. There are some players that are in this team, and while I would love to see them perform, they have not inspired confidence, and I don't think they are world class. But it's what it is, and we have to support those that are there, because in the end, it's only those that are there can win the match for the West Indies. So I wish them well, and I hope they really perform to their best tomorrow morning. I want to thank you all for being here, and I will now have a few of your comments. Sheldon Smith, good morning. How are you, Sheldon? I'm really glad to see you. Since the CPL finals, we have not seen or heard from you on this channel. We do not know if you are well. We trust that you are well. But Sheldon, if you are well and you have not come and tell us that you are well before now, I think that was disrespectful. Because we are a community here. And we want to know that each other is well. And I think you had all this to us from a week or so ago to let us know that you are well. You cannot have us here wondering what happened to you and you are not saying anything. So I'm very glad to see you this morning. Very, very glad. I'm happy and I'm relieved to see you this morning. Welcome to the show and welcome back. Joseph should be what Kwana Joseph should be. So Emerson Woodvig is saying that Kwame Joseph should be. Okay, that's should be there. But Joseph is in the squad. Isn't Joseph is in the squad? No, Joseph is not in the squad. But give us her statistics to say why she should be in the squad. Because we can always pluck a name from out of the air. And I'm not saying that she should not be there. But justify why she should be there. And not picking her to be there just because you're a fan of her. But because she deserves to be there. One of the things that I personally would like to change in West Indies cricket and would love for you in this community to help me to change is that we pick players on merit and not because they are our countrymen or our countrywomen or because we're a fan of them, but we're picking them on merit. Joseph should have been there, and I agree with you. Because if you look back, at one of the reasons why I've not spoken about someone like Natasha McLean, who in the CPL this year, in the women's CPL this year, averages 30 and was striking at almost 150, I think 149. And she's only 28 years old. And you wonder why someone like that would have been left out of the squad. But I say nothing about it. Someone like Natasha McLean, with an average of 30 and a strike rate of 149 plus, and the age of 28, it couldn't be cricketing reason why she was left out of the team. You know, so we can always come up with name, but when you come up with a name, please just don't give me a name, but justify giving me a name, and so we can have a better and a more intelligent and a more mature discussion than just the name. Where can we watch the match? You can watch it on Sportsmax. It is on Sportsmax J. Emerson, you think that Williams should open? Yes, Emerson, that's a number of persons also think that Williams should open with Matthews. And so I could agree with you that Williams should open with Matthews. However, it seems that Williams doesn't want to open. But maybe that's what they should do, Emerson. So I agree with you, Emerson, on that one, that Williams should probably open. And Jay saying Natasha should be there, of course. I agree with you. Jay, that Natasha should be there. But as I always said, those 15 players that are in Australia right now, and the 11 that is going to take the field tomorrow, those are the only 11 that can win the match for the West Indies. So let's support the 11 that is there. And Jay's continuing by saying, can't have T20 playing and not have someone like McLean there. That is why I'm saying, Jay, maybe, just maybe, she's not there because of cricketing reason. Now, I just want to say a quick word on the upcoming Super 50 tournament. There's a young man that named Andrews. I don't remember his first, Andrews, I know his name is Andrews. He was the West Indies under-19 wicketkeeper on their recent tour of Sri Lanka. He was a wicketkeeper. I think he's about 16 years old. Yesterday in the Leewards practice match, trial match, whatever you call it, for the team to be selected for the Super 50, he made 66 not out against a bowling attack that include Alzarri Joseph. This must be a good performance. Alzarri Joseph got 2 wickets for 4 runs. So I do not know how many overs Alzarri actually bowled in the match. But playing for Cornwall 11, Andrews got 66 runs. I don't remember his other name, but his name is Andrews. He's a West Indies under 16 wicketkeeper. So this is someone that we probably need to look forward to, look out for. And maybe the Leewards Hurricane will select him in their Super 50 squad. He's a very promising young man. Sheldon Smith, the key to West Indies is the health of Taylor. Well, Taylor said that she's very healthy, and I'd have played that interview with Taylor yesterday. And maybe I need to put up the entire interview on the home screen. But she had said that she's extremely healthy and is in the best shape ever. Do you know a Clark that plays for Calabar? Is he in the Jamaica Super 50 squad? The Jamaica Super 50 squad has not yet been named. My good friend Barry Barnes is a selector, so I've not yet contacted Barry Barnes because he would not talk to me until the squad is selected. So a day or two after the squad is selected and it is released to the media, then I will invite Barry Barnes here to have an interview with him. But the squad have not yet been selected. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and please wake up tomorrow morning at 3:05 in Jamaica and 4:05 in the Eastern Caribbean and Guyana and in Florida as the West Indies play the third T20 against Australia, live from the Allrounder Oval in Brisbane, Australia. Have a great day, everyone. I'll be back later with a preview of the first World Cup match between New Zealand and England, which also starts tomorrow morning at 3:30 Jamaica time, 4:30 in the Eastern Caribbean. So see you in a bit, and have a great day in the meantime.